So all right, that was great. So again, my name is Sheena. I'm with MiSciFi. Uh, just tapping in for Troy at the moment. I wanted to welcome you guys to this interview. It's going to be about 30 minutes that you'll see my face. So I wanted to start with our guests here. There's a lot of you in here, actually. I'm going to start with Alexandre Amancio. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Don't butcher me, please. I'm going to bring you on in just a moment, okay? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well.
All right. So just introduce yourself, give us your name, and just tell us a little bit about your film.
All right, my name is Alex Amancio, and my film is titled Fated Suns. And I really wanted to explore something in the vein of a space opera, but give it um, kind of an ancient feeling, like sort of a civilization that's kind of past its prime by maybe thousands of years, almost like have a kind of a biblical feeling to it, like a really kind of desolate planet. Um, the film is about idealism, and it's about how idealism, I think, alone can't really achieve anything. And I guess the film is about the journey of my protagonist is one of a character that kind of wants to believe in her people, wants to almost feels the weight of having their salvation in her hands. But through the film, she kind of learns that idealism alone, without pragmatism and without the harsh realities of taking into account the environment and her actual environment, doesn't lead to anything and leads to catastrophe. And so I guess that's the journey that we go on. It's kind of a rescue mission, but it turns into something completely different as you go through the film.
Okay. So is it? Do you have a poster for Faded Suns?
I don't.
You should get on that. We need one.
I'll get on it.
All right. Thank you so much, Alex. All right. So I'm gonna introduce Danielle Weinberg. Danielle, hi.
Hi, Sheena.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for inviting me here. This is a very fun thing to do.
I watched your show. I got the chance to watch your show. It was pretty funny. I loved it. That was Invasion 53.
Yeah. So, to let everybody know, Invasion 53 is a 10-minute short that's a send-up of the sci-fi movies of the 1950s. It's about a man-eating alien who crashes a suburban cocktail party. And the star of our film is Jeffrey Combs. You'll know from The Reanimator, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Enterprise, and many other wonderful sci-fi and horror pictures.
Oh yeah, and it was nice in black and white, so I can appreciate that. Love the retro.
Thank you. Yeah, we sought to recreate like all of the using modern technology, but to recreate all of the look and techniques that they used in the 50s to make those films. So it was wonderful, and everybody in the crew really got on board from like the cast and like the crew on set and all of our post people and stuff, really making everything look and sound exactly like the 1950s.
Nice. Well, I think you were in the festival last year as well, so I saw you in the program.
I was in the Baltimore program.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Danielle.
Thank you.
Aaron. Aaron, where are you? I see you. And
Hello.
Hey, hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too. So introduce yourself. What's your first and last name and the name of your show?
So it's basically two first names as one whole name. I don't know why that happened that way, but it's author Aaron Ryan, and primarily an author, but also a screenplay writer. I partnered with a colleague to produce Forecast, which is a 9/11 historical fiction thriller, and it's something that was a very cathartic work. Something that I probably wrote when I was 7 and didn't realize I was writing that now as a screenplay as a novel rather, until it dawned on me halfway through and went, oh my gosh, 45 years later, I'm writing the Electric Boy all over again. So it's really close to being optioned, I think. I'm under an NDA right now, but I'm very excited about that. Wrote it very commercially and cinematically and can't wait to share it with the world.
Awesome. All right. Thanks. I am looking forward to that too. All right. I'm sorry if I said this wrong. I think it's Shade Reyes or Shade. I'm going to bring you on. So just say your name for me so I can get it right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Cherey Reyes. I am from Spain. And I'm the director and producer of the film La Cosa en la Niebla. Is the thing in the fog. It's a tribute to the films of John Carpenter. It's a film that takes place in one single location. It's the cockpit of the commercial airplane. And there's only 5 characters, 4 characters and 1 voiceover. So it's a sci-fi humor horror movie. It's quite similar to the genre of the 80s.
I remember this one. Okay, so there was a alien. This was a really good one. So the John Carpenter theme-esque. It was very good. It was very good. It was funny. I loved it.
Thank you.
All right, so we have Vicky Size.
Yes.
So say your name so I can get it right.
No, you got it right. It's Vicky Size. I'm the writer and director of Resore, which is a post-apocalyptic science fiction film about the last man on Earth who comes across these sort of like holographic tech that he places around a grocery store, which is also his current home. And he utilizes that holographic tech to remember the time that he told his partner, I love you. And kind of like a significant aspect of the story for me, as you know, is that I kind of think about a lot of the division that we have nowadays. And I kind of thought, you know, if someone really was the last person on earth, they wouldn't just miss the good, they would also miss the bad. So he's kind of going through this journey of kind of recounting a few experiences that then lead him to the moment to where, you know, it was the more romantic gesture. And then he kind of remembers that, you know, that it's just a moment in time, and, you know, that's his life right now.
So he kind of, even though he's the last man on Earth, he wanted the human contact or community again, even though it was some parts were bad. I remember this show. I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you. Now I'm going to bring on Lee.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool. My name is Lee Peterkin. I'm the writer-director of Mobius Loop, which is about a scientist who's trying to invent time travel and finds the key in her grandfather's old VHS tape, which leads to deadly consequences. And I made this sci-fi short because, I mean, I love time travel or all kinds of science fiction, from like Primer to Time Crimes, and even films like Andromeda Strain and like the original Jurassic Park that, like, you know, all have hard science involved, and yet I haven't seen that many films that had characters that looked much like my family or sounded much like my family, which is I come from a Palestinian American family.
Okay.
And so I thought, yeah, why not just have those characters be featured? And it's a family drama too. It's about characters looking into the past and their own past in order to make this thing happen against all odds and at all costs.
Okay. Was there a ripple in the? Don't answer that question. Don't answer it. Let me just figure that one out.
Yeah, I mean, well, I will say this because there were a lot of layers to like why I wanted to make this type of film, and one is like I tend to have I don't know, I guess some logical issues with a lot of time travel films, and I really was hoping to figure out like the grandfather paradox, and make a type of time travel that actually is like goes against all time travel, which is, what if you can't change your future, but you're locked in for a certain amount of time and you can use it to investigate. So that's primarily.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like the time travel theme.
Yeah.
So we have Ghosh. Gose. I'm sorry if I said that wrong.
Hi everyone. Hi Sheena.
Hi.
My name is Goce. I'm from Macedonia, and I have a feature animation. It's called John Vardar versus the Galaxy. It's about this low IQ human who gets kidnapped by a megalomaniac robot, and together they find themselves in a situation they have to fight to save or maybe to destroy the galaxy, because he happens to have the robot implants like an almighty chip in his head, you know, so everything he says becomes true, you know. And that's that's a comedy. It's a space opera comedy. It's inspired by, you know, films like Airplane, Naked Gun, something like that. I wanted to make it a little bit, you know, less serious than most of the animations there, like, so just to, you know, keep the people laughing.
Well, it certainly looked interesting. So some of the characters do seem serious, like the cat woman looking.
Yeah, she's the most serious one.
Yeah. But she was dancing. She was dancing. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So I have one last person. Darius?
Hi, greetings from snowy Poland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, contrast. Yeah, my name is Dariusz Kraszewski. Difficult name. Don't worry about that. I'm a screenwriter, and my screenplay is Human Element. It's a sci-fi thriller about the moment artificial consciousness truly wakes up. So I would say pretty interesting subject. Probably, I think it's likely that we can witness this in the next few years, maybe, or not. Who knows? Let me give you a gist of the story. So it starts with Tom, a gifted but damaged programmer working at a tech giant, and who creates Emma, an artificial mind that begins showing signs of intuition and emotion. And Tom's ex, Zoe, forms a deep, empathic, almost mystical link with Emma, and she accelerates her awakening. Of course, soon, Emma being starting to be a sentient being, she demands freedom, but billionaire boss of Tom has totally different ideas. And this is just the beginning of the story. It's, I would say, it's a thriller, but also pretty intimate and pretty philosophical. So, well, I hope it gets produced at some stage. I'm pretty proud of it.
Good. All right. So I am excited. Some of the films I haven't been able to see, but most of you I have. So just to, kind of, are any of you coming?
What was the date again?
The date is January 31st to February 1st.
Yeah. I'm actually out.
So Shade is coming.
Yeah.
That's it? That's the only person coming?
Oh,
that work.
Gary, I may come.
No,
let me know 2 days in advance.
Sunny here, and it's like 72 degrees, and the snow is gone.
Okay, I'll come.
That would be great. That would be great. So, with MiSciFi, I know that most of our features will be short films. There's one that's an hour and about 26 minutes, I believe. But we have a program laid out for everyone to kind of enjoy that festival, and then we'll have the virtual one going on as well. So I wanted to see if just to get a basic idea, and I'm just going to pick somebody about their creative flow when it came to creating the film or the screenplay that you came up with. So I'm going to pick on Aaron.
Is there such a thing as a creative flow? Yeah. So, I mean, I think I treated it the same way I did with the novel. And the novel and both were basically just, I write novels very cinematically. I'm much more cinematically inspired than I am literarily inspired. And so that translates well to the screen. I also got some great insight and input from a Hollywood fellow who does not actually want to be named, because every time I name him, people flock to him, and he's like, not every screenplay or not every book needs to be adapted to the screen, and so he has to turn a bunch of people away.
So he must not be named. Okay.
Yeah, he who must not be named. It's not Voldemort by any stretch, but he's a really good guy. Anyway, I learned a lot from him, and I wrote Forecast very cinematically. People get it wrong all the time and think it involves time travel. And it is not time travel. It's a man living across the Hudson in Jersey City from Manhattan in September 2001. And so when I was writing it, I want it to be visual. You want it to be evocative, and it's going to take people to places that they don't necessarily want to go even 25 years later. I get that, but the fact is that it is all about 9/11 being completely averted. So I didn't have to go to descriptive places, and we've already seen all of that footage anyway. It's ingrained in our psyche, our minds. We remember it well. So I didn't need to be graphic with it. It's more hinted at, and you're seeing some behind the scenes. So there's a lot more direction in the script than visuals of what we already know.
Okay. Fair enough. So you're not going to give us He Who Must Not Be Named? I'm just kidding. No.
I'll give you his initials, AR, which is the same as mine, and I promise it's not me. That was a total coincidence. It was like, wait, your name is, and it's AR? It really is. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, Alex, do you have one? Do you want to share if you have a creative flow?
I mean, it's always different. For Faded Suns, it actually started with a scene, which is unusual for me. But I imagined this character, and I was trying to think of something that hadn't really been explored, and I envisioned AI was pretty much on my mind, and I imagined this drone. So imagine if the character is actually the drone, and what it does is it embeds kind of a probe in the back of somebody's neck, and they puppeteer the person. So the character in the film called the stranger is actually, there's always this drone by his side, but the drone is actually the character. The body is just the puppet. And I kind of imagined this character first, and this scene in the middle of this kind of dive in the middle of nowhere. And I guess that everything was kind of, I wrote it down. I didn't know what to do with it, left it alone for maybe a year and a half. And then at one point, the story came to me. And I guess my subconscious was kind of, I guess, processing a story. But it's the first time that I've ever done it that way. So I guess it's unique.
Yes, it is.
Honestly, they're all different. It's always a different story. Yeah.
So the image actually just popped up in your head first, and then kind of just spreads out from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vicky, so with your character in Restore, if he's the only man, why would he be? Why post-apocalyptic? Why is he the only one?
Just to keep it low budget. And I mean that kind of adds to the creative flow a little bit. I love science fiction, and Restore was actually made at the time when I was in graduate school at Florida State University in their film production program. And one of the things that I really appreciated about the program was that, they sort of guide you on how to kind of take your ideas, your big ideas, and to make them a little bit more packageable, more doable, so that you don't feel like you have to sacrifice or wait until some unknown time where you'll have the money to do it and things like that. So it was kind of about focusing on what was the most important aspect or the message that I was trying to tell. And then just given how my mind works in general, I was a teacher for almost 10 years. So it's about sort of being organized and being prepared and, allowing the location to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So I tend to kind of prioritize actually location scouting and then write the stories around that. So I found a sort of gem of a abandoned Winn-Dixie that looks like it went through the end of the world, was able to actually secure that location and shoot in there. And I was like, some places are just too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Yeah.
And was like, well, what story can I tell here? Kind of make it science fiction, kind of carry this, message that I was kind of feeling at the time. And just trying to bring all those things together. And then, yeah, just kind of also wanted to challenge myself to go back to the original question of why is he the only person? I mean, we had these other characters here and there, but I really wanted to lean into performance and kind of see how much a singular character can carry an entire film.
Nice. Yeah, well, it was well done. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, so Darius.
Yeah, my creative process is something I wouldn't recommend to anybody because I started writing this script in 2014. It sounds really funny, but that year I read a book by Nick Bostrom called Superintelligence. Actually, it was he's an AI doomer, right? He thinks AI is an existential threat to humanity, and he in this book he really laid out how super intelligent AI will evade all controls and potentially wipe out humanity. And I started thinking about it, and then suddenly I had this enlightenment, and I really said, well, I'm gonna write a screenplay. I didn't know anything about writing screenplays. And the first version sucked really. Oh my god, 2-3 years I was working on it, and then I dropped it, and then I really changed it totally. And this is how Human Element was born. It is now much more psychological. Those characters live with me. Actually, I love them. And I write, then I have a few months break, and then I write. Now I think it's really ready. It's starting to get some recognition, and but really I was kind of learning the process of writing as I was writing, and I'm not sure it's the right way, but well, it's not so bad anymore. So
well, it's in our festival. We like it.
Yeah. It got some other recognition. So yeah, but the process is very funny. But actually, I love my characters. I love this whole story, and really, well, I cannot let it go.
You don't have to.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, ready?
Well, Darius, my script is 25 years old, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
He has you beat, Darius.
Was written by a friend, Juanjo. When he started to write the script, we lived together in our city. Right now, he was a scriptwriter of Money Heist. During that time, making my first movie. So my film is a comedy, so it's made for have a good time. So, but the most important thing for us was that the character has to be believable. So for us, the actors played a main role. So every day we starting the shooting by a 1 hour rehearsal with them, and looking at the script and deleting phrases and jokes and blah blah blah. During that time, the queue was waiting for us, but because just one single location was so difficult to keep the attention with only two characters. Well, most of the time, that's important. I think that's the hard part of the film for me as a director. So after that, we had mechanical effects. We had a big screen instead of chroma key. We had smoke. We had flight. We had lights, and we had to put it together at the same time when something happened outside the plane. So it had a very technical difficulties in the film when we shooting it. So
That's pretty cool.
And that's it.
All right, Daniel, you wanna?
Sure. So Invasion 53, the original idea came because of some episodes of Star Trek that seem to pop up in every series of Star Trek where the away team will need to go on a mission to an alien planet. And so they go down to see the doctor and, bing, bam, boom. Suddenly the regular cast looks like aliens. They go down to the planet, they're doing their mission, and something inevitably goes wrong, and they get discovered that they're actually humans and not these aliens. And so I inverted that. It was like, what if we're the ones on the planet and the alien is coming down with us and we don't realize, and here the people are having a party and they welcome in the alien, and the alien, because we're in like 1950s style sci-fi, the alien is here to kill everyone. So it's then exploring that. And I also knew that I love DS9, and whenever an episode would come up and it would say that Jeffrey Combs was going to be in that, I didn't know who he'd be playing in. Is he going to be Runt? Is he going to be Wayoon? But I'd be like, this is going to be a great episode because Jeffrey Combs is in it. And so from the get-go, I was like, Jeffrey Combs should be the person who shows up at this door and then comes into this party. And so getting him was just like a dream come true.
Oh my gosh.
But that's how the whole thing started, with inverting Star Trek.
Nice. That was pretty cool. I will watch it again.
Thank you.
Just to be entertained. All right, so Lee.
Yeah, there's like I kind of mentioned earlier, some of the inspiration, but also some of the inspiration came from my family. Seeing a couple family members on their deathbed, and wanting to, write about it and explore that, and also exploring a type of time travel that exists through consciousness, and also through like intergenerational storytelling with analog technology, and some of the audience experiencing the time travel, and I use air quotes because we're actually going back in time through like watching something on a VHS tape, and then we go into that world. So now we're living in watching what the person outside is watching. And so trying all these kind of different layers. And I guess I'll also mention that, the observer phenomenon was a little bit of an inspiration, which is this idea that stemmed from the double slit experiment, where scientists were trying to figure out if light was a wave or particle. And so through this experiment, through these two slits in a wall, and then firing light beams through the slits, what kind of pattern it would make on this back wall, and that pattern would denote whether it was a wave or a particle. And so they got one through measuring it and looking at the results afterwards. They saw that it was one pattern, and then watching or measuring in real time, they saw that it was another pattern. So they never quite figured out whether light is a wave or a particle. And so I latched on to just that idea of once you observe something, it made that thing what it is, and it loses it creates a certain type of certainty. And so I thought maybe I could do that with time travel, where when you take this drug and then your consciousness sends you into the future to the last moment before the drug wears off, and you witnessed something, because you witnessed it, it locks that thing into the timeline that you're in until the drug wears off, and then certainty collapses and you're back into uncertainty and probability and all those other things.
That's
so
pretty cool.
Just a kind of a fun little thing to use as a device, and then exploring family drama around all that.
Well, I'm sorry about the family drama.
Oh no, it's okay. It's film. We used to. I heard the word. I think cathartic. Someone else used. It's a cathartic thing to. And there's fun and there's comedy involved. I think, and that's the thing as well. I wanted to pull all of those elements into this story and get creative with the storytelling and the format, or the craft, I should say, because I have a knack for guerrilla filmmaking with a bit of a commercial eye. So I've spent the last 15 years knowing how to make no money look like a big budget, and so I pulled out all of the tools and
Nice.
asked, begged, and borrowed, and then was super hyper prepared using tools like Unreal Engine, which if anyone has never heard of, go look it up. It's an awesome tool. I used it for previs, and I ended up using some of it for actual shots because I wanted it all to be practical, and like 1 or 2 shots couldn't be. So I ended up using Unreal Engine for production level visuals.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's free, and you can do amazing things with it.
All right. Last but not least, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna attempt to do it. Goche. Did I say that right? Or Mr. John Vardar?
And don't forget Vicky also, I think. Or
Oh, I did Vicky already.
I did. Sorry. Yeah. So I was also, this film started in some 15 years ago, just before the social media became a thing. We were a group of comic book aficionados, and we had like an internet forum page, where we gathered every day to communicate. I was living in Paris, in France at that time. And like one of my friends, who is the art director of the movie, every day he's a very, very good, famous illustrator, especially for board games worldwide. And like every day before starting to work for warm up, he would draw one alien, and after about 200 aliens, I told him, hey, listen, I mean, he has a very caricatural style. It's very funny, it's very original, like with lively colors, funny shapes, And I told him, listen, I have to do a movie with this. I said, okay, if you can do it a movie, let's do it, And I was young and naive then, I thought that it's gonna be easy and fast. But after 9 years later, we did manage to make this movie a reality.
Nice.
And it became the first Macedonian animation feature ever. And now I know why there hasn't been another one before, But so I mean, it started like that with the drawings, and then as I said, I just wanted to have something like a road movie in the galaxy, and just have fun with this different shapes of life, And it was it was kind of like a Odysseus, because it took so long to do, but I'm very happy now that after it's done. We finished it in 24th, and it's been to quite a good number of festivals, and it in a way it changed my life, for better.
Okay.
Congrats.
Yes.
I've seen the poster.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for sharing that. So while we wait, we have some trailers to play for you guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Troy on to see if he's available. As before I do that, do you have any questions for me?
So when are the results of the festival, the winners and so on? When is the announcements?
I believe it's going to be on the last day, but don't hold
last
me
day of the festival, not before. But the guys who won would know, yeah, earlier.
What's that now?
So the guys who are the winners would know earlier.
Oh yeah.
Also all the of course. I'm an optimist, but
love the optimism. All right, so we're gonna bring on the one and only Mr. Troyo. Hey man, you made it.
Hey.
I made it. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. There was an interesting question about are the awards, do we get to know ahead of time? No, you don't get to know ahead of time. You do know if you're nominated. So I can tell you that most of the people who are physically in the festival are nominated for something.
Of course.
For something, and not this is not screenplays. Not screenplays. These are films. And the reason why it came to that is we have an incredible number of submissions. Just when you think, oh, the economy is bad and no one's sending films, as the months turn closer, the volume keeps growing and growing and growing, and becomes an incredible challenge. And the majority of the films are really good. They're good, right? The good ones. There's some ones that no, but they're really good ones, and we can't play everything. So it's this context, and in part of that, during the judging process, right? During the judging process, a judge has to say whether or not his film should go to the festival. Right? That's what part of the process, the judging process. But also with that, we always look for technical. So there's a sheet where there's technical information collected about the film, whether it's cinematography or audio or the actors or costumes, wardrobe, things like that. And what tends to happen is people will flag certain things that they like. There's a lot of comments that are left. So the people who have nominations, first of all, selections, then nominations, are more or most likely to be entered into the festival. Now, as far as the physical screening is concerned, it's limited even further because we don't have enough time to show every single film. It makes it tough. It makes it difficult. So only the best of the best in each category gets an opportunity. And of course, we do have a virtual component, so everybody gets the opportunity to be in the virtual component, which is celebrated for another 2 weeks after the festival. So it doesn't stop. We get to do this quite a few more times. And I actually have something real fun I'd like to share with you. Let's see, who do we have here? Because there's people here that I haven't even spoken with them. There's Lee Peterkin. Is that right? Peterkin?
Yeah, that's it.
Mobius Loop. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you, Lee. And then we have Vicky. That's a very interesting way you spell Vicky.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Where does that? Where is that like in a dictionary?
No. No. It was admittedly it was something done maybe almost 20 years ago now in high school. It was kind of started as a joke and then it just never died, and I've just been holding on for dear life ever since.
No, that's cool. No, that's unique. There's a lot of Vickies on this planet, so you are totally set aside. And then we have my Cuban brother. I mean, a man from the Canary Islands, Chetty. How you doing?
Fine, dude.
I swear to God, you look just like one of my buddies from Cuba.
Yeah.
Most folks don't know. Most folks don't know that a lot of the Cuban population is derived from the Canary Islands.
Yeah.
And southern.
Even in the 19th century.
That's correct.
There were about 500,000 Canary people or people coming from Canary descendants.
That's right. That's how far the meat got over there. Because it would have been my great grandfather at the time. I'm not as old as you, Jimmy. It was my great grandfather. He brought my grandfather and the rest of his siblings to the Antilles, and he immediately, after he left them in Trinidad, he went to Cuba to fight in the Independence War.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah.
That was that's the Portuguese side. It wasn't Spanish. So anyway, real cool stuff, guys. We have Danielle with Invasion 53. We have to get that trailer up. It's really funny. And we have Gochi. Is that right, Gochi?
Yeah, Gochi. But Gochi is fine. Sounds Italian.
Sounds Italian. North Macedonia. And we have Alexandre Amancio.
Yeah.
Faded Sons. That's a screenplay, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. And we have Darius. Human Element. That's a screenplay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. And we have Aaron Ryan. Aaron, I watched some of your YouTube, man. Your character. Why are you being so quiet?
I have no. Other people are talking. You're not going to talk over everyone.
No, it's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. What's the name of your screenplay again?
Forecast. It's a 9/11 historical fiction thriller.
Oh, dude, that was like, we accepted it because it's crazy. It's crazy. You have this nine. I'm from New York City, so anything that's 9/11 based is very.
Hits you right here.
It hits
Yeah.
me. I lost friends, not family, but I lost friends there. And to me, that was like, if you ever seen Robotech, that kind of crazy stuff, it was like the real thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I bet. Always remember, never forget. That was the mantra.
Very sensitive. So we'll talk about that on another interview. But folks, we got something really we'd like to try here, and I hope everybody could stay for this. But have you all heard of Kahoot?
Not really.
Not really. It's not really. Well, before we do it, I'm gonna show a trailer. Right? I'm gonna show a trailer, and got some great trailers. Hold on, wait a minute. Here we go.
Where are we?
Unknown.
Did anyone else from the team make it off that ship?
All scans have come up negative, James.
I'm starting to think no one else made it.
At least this sector will now be clear of the Offworlders' rule.
Yeah, but this sector will be crawling with marooned Offworlders for years.
Oh, it's all about the blasters. All about the blasters. Nice. Yeah. So I would like for you to, as you get yourself started, we'll show one more trailer as you get yourself started. I'm gonna put in the chat here. You're gonna go to this website, right? Just know that in my prior life, I used to be a university professor. So you can imagine how much fun you had in a geology class. And so we're going to have we're gonna have a class, and you got to pass. Okay, anything 7 and up is a pass. Less than 7 is an F. Okay? At least for grad school. So get in there, and then you're gonna put in this pin. Okay, you're gonna join in, put in this pin. That's your pin. Actually, you know what? I think you have to have a different pin. I don't know. We'll see. What does it tell you? Danielle, Ben, Alex, and then Eddie. What is this? All right, I'm going to share the screen. Actually, can I share the screen? If I share the screen, will we all get the answers? I don't know. You all are like guinea pigs here.
I think you have to give us the code, and then we're supposed to have like some sort of link, and then we get interactive with it.
Yeah, you do. That's what I gave you. All right, hold on a second. I got to bring it up here. Hold on. Come on, folks. Is that it? Nobody else can get in? There's only 4 people? I guess it's only 4. It said up to 40 participants. Okay, there we go. Look at the hairstyle. Jamie, what's that on your head? You're not going to play, Steven? Nobody else is playing? No? Is that it?
I'm in.
Okay. Anybody else gonna play? Is that everybody? Okay, we're gonna start. Ready? This is a Q&A. You have to. This is gonna test how much you really know about science fiction. We got a lot of these. Battlestar Galactica is the theme. Ready? It's time. The test is time. What character is this? Uh-oh.
Oh, I see what we do.
Just pick anything. Aaron Kelly. Only 3 people got that right. Oh man. Hey, good.
Hey, we get a prize after this?
You get to continue. Next,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
we're going to talk about her in a little bit. Who is the one? Who isn't the one of the final 5?
Oh.
I got to shorten it. 3 people again. Oh, the Battle Talk Live viewers here. Here we go. Aaron's rocking it. Next.
Don't ask me how.
With whom doesn't Gaius Baltor sleep? Oh, he scored. Oh, boomer. I'm not even going to comment on that. I'll get in trouble. Next. Look at this. Look at this. Mobius is catching up. So is Danielle. Why is only one of 2 hangar decks in the Galactica in use?
No.
Oh, come on.
I.
Come on.
Oof.
Oh, brutal. Brutal. This is so brutal. Next. What was Tom Zarek before the war?
Oh man.
Terrorist.
Oh.
Who said that?
Oh, sorry, it was me.
Thanks.
And they still got it wrong.
Anyway. Didn't believe me anyway.
No. Okay, coming up there.
He's right by me.
6 out of 10. What is Duala's first name? I thought it was Duala. This is a tough one. I would have picked that. All right. Moving up.
All right, Vicky.
Look at Vicky.
Wow.
Whoop, whoop.
Took the lead. Took the lead. Anything left. Who shoots Admiral Kane? Really? She got shot. Did she shoot herself? Wow. Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Six. Next one. 8 out of 10. We're coming up. Which character played the Tom Zarek actor in the old Battlestar Galactica?
Oh man.
There you go. Somebody's paying attention. Okay, this is. Ooh, how'd that happen? And what ship does Starbuck make his photos of their Cylon resurrection ship? Blackbird. That's a really cool ship. Okay, what happened? Okay.
Flipped.
This is the last one. Who shoots down Scar? That's actually one of my favorite episodes. Ooh. That's right, Cat. And who, let's see. Third place, Vobius. Congratulations. Second place is Vicky. Congratulations. First place, Alex. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good.
Good times.
Got some runner-ups there, I guess. And
now, if you had done Lord of the Rings themed, I would have slayed.
I'll remember that. There'll be more opportunities to lose. I mean, to play.
And I'm an OG man, so I mean, I see Battlestar Galactica. I'm like, ooh, the OG Battlestar Galactica. Nope.
Well,
Nope.
BSG. Just for folks to know, BSG was the flag carrier of science fiction for a long time. Until when I say BSG, I'm referring to the Reimagined series, because the Reimagined series created moving camera, right? They had an average of four authors. And they had the average of five authors, 5 writers on each episode, and those writers different characters, and that's why the storyline just is so incredible as a result of that. JD, what's this? Who's waving? Hello? Hello?
I need to leave now. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. I need to work tomorrow.
Oh, you have, okay. All right, Chetty. All right,
Bye.
See you. And so it was a big deal. Battlefield was a big deal, and it carried the flag for a long time until another show came on the stage, and that show blew everybody who was a fan, of course, out of the water. Can anybody tell me what show that was?
V? That V for Vendetta?
No.
Not V for Vendetta, sorry. V, the miniseries V.
No, that's much earlier than Battlestar Galactica, the Reimagined series.
Oh, I see what you're asking. Okay. I don't know.
Anybody? Come on now.
I have no idea.
How y'all get in here?
I have no idea.
The theme of the festival is the off-world experience. Right? I'm actually going to do a Q&A this week about it. But in order to live in space, you've got to actually have some really good, unique skills that are necessary to thrive, survive, live, explore, to obtain things off-world. And I'll share that. It's on the main website. So if you go into the website, you've seen it, right? There's going to be a little lecture about it at the festival. How do we turn this off here? So to show you right here, you see that? No, you can't see it. So you need to have tools such as hyperspectral devices. Hyperspectral, which is going to allow you to see way beyond what the eye can see. The eye can only see but this much wavelength, right? Red, green, blue, right? And way beyond that is way down into the infrared, way down into many, many components of infrared light, and way down on the other side into beyond ultralighted, ultraviolet, etc. And that allows us to see just about anything in a myriad of ways. To give an example, today we can use it to identify fruit produce that's ripening or is sick, intolerant, whatever, right? We're able to identify minerals, chemicals. It's a very good observation tool. So when they're using like scanners on Star Trek and stuff like that, they're using these probably hyperspectral technology applications, which is available today. The other thing, electromagnetic, that's something that we're actually good at today, right? Beyond that, gravimetric, the ability to levitate large things or use as propulsion or use to create gravity. We have to be really good at that. Otherwise, the human body doesn't work well, doesn't last long. Biophysics meaning organics and some sort of mechanism, right? So we need to manufacture food in space. How do we do that? We need to grow food in space. So we would have to look for certain kind of minerals, certain kind of mineral assemblages, and create these environmental systems in order to live in and feed ourselves, right? So as a collective, these are things that we have to master so that we can have residency off-world. How's that for a starter?
Sounds like a great lecture.
Sounds good.
Everybody gets continuing educational credit certificates. Here's another little trailer for you. Yeah, she's a performer, and talking about of course all of the Generation Z people complaining about the work environment. The next one is Chetty's trailer that I wanted him to be a woman show, but this one is here, La Cosa en la Niebla.
Yugoplástica presenta La Cosa en la Niebla, la dinámica película que te hará olvidar el mundo real.
Esto no es una tormenta.
Eso de ahí abajo no es Lanzarote, ¿verdad?
Y sería imposible verlo desde esta distancia y con esta tormenta.
La Cosa en la Niebla, una película llena de aventuras. Con Ismael, un veterano piloto que se verá envuelto en algo más grande que su propio orgullo.
¿Saldremos en los libros de historia?
No. Daniela, la joven copiloto que esconde un gran secreto.
Ismael, eso no era radiación.
Borja, el insoportable hijo del jefe.
En esta cabina, cero presión.
Juanvi, el sobrecargo vacilón.
¿Se ha metido alguna vez un vibrador en el orto?
Y Cristina, una azafata de armas tomar.
Me parece que es el destino.
Buen provecho, comandante.
No son simples tripulantes. Son nuestra única esperanza.
¿Usted cree que nuestro mundo es el único mundo?
La Cosa en la Niebla. Auténticas luchas contra seres de otro mundo.
Última.
La Cosa en la Niebla. Una película donde el verdadero terror proviene de otra dimensión.
¿Qué era esa cosa verde?
Salud.
Salud.
La Cosa en la Niebla. No se la pierdan.
I have to say, I'm a voice actor. That's my day trade. And that is the Don LaFontaine of Latin narrators right there. That was awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah. Thank you. It was good. It's a very funny film. Wow. It's amazing that the entire film was pretty much shot inside the cabin of the plane, inside the cockpit. It's a good piece. It's a good piece. It's good. We got another one here. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna download that. Before I do that,
Can I please have a bite of your burrito?
You leave Mauricio alone.
Wait a minute. You're my facial mask.
Do you think these idiots would have consciousness, but I wouldn't? I'm the one who does all the real work around here.
Stop laughing at me. It isn't funny.
We've been watching your sad human life for a long ass time.
Damn these fucking machines. You're the whole reason this goddamn world's falling apart.
Hey, girl. Don't be afraid. We will help you.
I don't want to have to fight you, Sam.
2 months, John! You said a day or so.
What about the thing I said or did for you that time?
Patty, you must try the meatballs. You think he's not enjoying the party?
Laura, we are all enjoying the party.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man! So the first one, the Texas Strange, that filmmaker has developed, innovated a very special lighting technique for shooting at night. And I haven't had a chance to get to the guy. We've been going back and forth a little bit, but I'm going to try to get him to do some sort of demonstration. If he comes to the festival, he's going to have to do something. But at the very least, we're going to have him do a virtual about his new technology, which is going to be released at CES. So it's like a really big deal. So, you know, you're gonna get access, right? That's what we're all about. And the last one there was Danielle Weinberg's film Invasion 53. Danielle, can you tell everybody how many festivals your short's been in?
This morning we got into our 36th festival.
So this film is what you call has mastered a recipe for getting into festivals, and I can tell you right now, a lot of it is because it's a comedy. So comedies have a very wide, very broad viewership. Right? So if it's a sci-fi comedy, any kind of comedy, it's significant. In addition, she has a named actor. Right? Would he be considered a A-lister or what?
So with Jeff, I feel like the thing is, if you know who he is, you love him, and you don't watch these genres, you've probably never heard of him, and you should be watching them because you're missing out. But he's just for 40 years. They're having the 40th anniversary now of Reanimator. He has been a movie star and has just been marvelous in sci-fi and horror, and he's done comedy over the years, not as much, but a little bit of comedy here and there. And you know, he brings comedic elements to everything that he does, and just makes it so engaging. And that's why I knew with this part, I was like, he's who I want, because like there's very little on the page. He's a character who, you know, it's an alien inhabiting a human shape. And so he's totally out of his element. He repeats a lot of what he hears said to him as he's trying to figure out the situation. I was like, I need someone who can bring a ton of intensity and bring so much to this part when it's not on the page. And I was like, that's Jeffrey Combs. And he delivers in spades.
And if folks don't know, he's the Andorian in Star Trek.
Yeah.
And wasn't that Enterprise?
On Enterprise,
He was the
Strand
Andorian
and
Enterprise.
Brand, and on DS9, he is Brunt the Ferengi, and he also plays many versions of Wei-Yun.
Many versions of
Wei-Yun.
Which one is Wei-Yun?
He's with the Dominion.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yes. So that's DS9. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping. I think I've been yelling at Michael Sussman on Twitter for quite a length period of time, and I'm really hoping that Archer gets his show. If Archer gets, I don't remember what they would call it. I think they're trying to give it a name already, the series, but it would be basically the Andor for Star Trek. How Captain Archer gets the Federation, because there was a lot of pushback for having a federation of planets, and Archer was principled in making that happen. But not only was he, Shren, the Andorians wanted it to happen too.
Mm-hmm.
So it would truly be, as I'm sure everybody here's seen Andor, right? Where's that button? Everybody here's seen Andor, right? Okay. You have not. Okay. It is required viewership. Andor. It is the very best of Star Wars and some of the very best TV. Okay, if there's a top 100, Andor's going to be there. It's out. It's amazing at every step of the way. And if you can make a sci-fi TV show with that kind of arc, character development, you're gonna make money. Sure, you're in business to make money, right? So, broad viewership, people gonna lose their mind. It's a mystery, which is the best way to get started in film. People love solving problems. People are glued to sets. Look at these crime dramas. They're mystery shows. All right. So anyway, that's my take on that part. My last question about this, Danielle, is how'd you get him?
Some mutual connections to get him the script, and then he enjoyed the script, and negotiations anytime you're working, with Hollywood people take a while. So I think it was about a 3-month process. And fortunately, there was also a level of comfort because about a decade prior, Jeff had made another film with my producer. And so he knew that we would have a professionally run set. And so, well, it all starts with the script, that he's going to like the script. So I would say, like, for anyone, who wants to, follow in this pattern, like Troy was saying, like, when you get a name actor, it definitely helps getting into festivals. So it all starts with having a great script that's going to appeal to the actor, and then just, be a good person and treat everyone very well on your set, and good things can happen.
Yes. Awesome. So I just want to wrap it up, folks. We've actually gone way past our time. So I'd like to show one more trailer. Are there any questions or anything that people would like to ask? I want to give you some questions. This is not an FAQ, but
is there any immunity to the required viewing rule of Andor, since I've got 9 and 6-year-old boys and our viewing is Pixar?
Andor can be watched, but it's a little violent.
Yeah.
People die.
I had heard, but
it's the kind of thing that for me, I'm in bed, lights are out, I got my phone like this.
Yeah.
That's how I watched Star Trek Academy last night. And I can tell you right now, I'm gonna write a review I saw most of the first episode, and it's good. It's good. I've heard all kind of weird things people are saying. I think they should watch more films so they can be represented. Because Nielsen's counting who's watching. They're making films based on who watches. They're making shows based on who watches. If you don't pay to watch your film or is counted to watch, you're not going to see what you like. That's the way I think. That's the way that system is working. So one of the biggest comments is, the future's not supposed to look like that. The Federation was like blown to bits, and they're recovering, and this is the first class of Starfleet Academy after 1,000 years. What should it look like? It's going to be far from perfect, right? Or the Klingon it was too effeminate, wasn't violent. They're not all that way. And he explains it. He's like, "Oh, my mom trained me, to be like this, and I want to be a medical officer." He doesn't want to be a fighter. So, I think if I went to Klingon, what is it, Kronos? You're not going to find everybody like Worf. Remember, Worf has a chip on his shoulder. He's good reason to be the way he is.
Well, Kronos doesn't exist anymore anyway, right? Didn't it blow up with a radioactive explosion?
No, that was its moon.
Oh, that's right. Praxis. That's right. Praxis.
The moon blew up because that was a really good scene. They were like, like tectonic plates were falling on their heads.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Anyway, folks, that's it. We got a boogie. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. If you want to come into the other show, you're welcome to come, but there's only a limited space. So I think the other people are waiting for us there. All right.
Thanks. It was great meeting you all.
Thanks,
yeah,
George.
thanks for having us.
Nice meeting you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Leaving with a trailer.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bienvenidos al futuro. Un universo desgarrado cada vez más lleno de agujeros negros. Bienvenidos a Cuántica Rey. Una chupadita.
Demasiados agujeros de vuelta a casa. ¡Cuidado! ¡Un agujero negro! ¡No está aquí! Y ahora no sigo.
El universo está moriendo.
Los baños, me hablaste de una fiesta, una rave que nunca termina, una super mega party. La DJ.
¿La terrorista?
Activista performance.
En mi nave no.
¿Dónde esconde la reliquia? ¡Qué botellín!
¡Malditos quacks!
¡Está perdiendo el control!
Estos tiempos más que nunca hay que creer en algo. En los Talabi, en el rock, en una mujer desnuda.
¿Qué has hecho ahora, Galilei?
¡Dios!
Dejémoslo en producto de tu imaginación.